The ball has to be in number 10's hands here.
Looking long, he's got a wide open Tyson. Jordan Tyson, hello, how do you do? Eusebio, say so. Wow, Levitt, big time.
That is a tough ask, and Channing, Canada responds. Another fourth down forthcoming.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Tyson! Dillingham said last week, is this the way all of them are going to go? On the field goal try of 23 this time. Jesus Gomez. Right through. We'll call it 2nd and 1, actually. It's intercepted. It's Martell Hughes. Getting a week off before having to play Utah. And oh, what a feeling that is in the Valley of the Sun. Here they come. It's a late rushing of the field, but it is a rushing of the field. And the fireworks are going off.
Morris to throw. Into the end zone. He's got a man for a touchdown. Sage Ennis, the tight end, settled down at the goal line. And Virginia's got the lead.
As far as throwing the football, you see Florida State trying to communicate it out in the back end.
They bring a blitz. Morris steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. He gets to the 5. Reaches the ball out. A Virginia touchdown.
As you're trying to go for the pick 6. Look, we said we would hear from Terrell Harris. A lot of football game left to play. And there you see his unique playmaking ability.
And Virginia can be somewhat deliberate with all 3 timeouts. And they can run it as well. Damari Taylor. And it's 3rd down. Big 3rd down inside the 10-yard line at the 7. He'll keep it. He'll score. 2nd rushing touchdown for Chandler Morris. Morris, wheel route. Drops it in. Xavier Brown, touchdown. Play action for Morris. Rolling out. Tucks it under. Hunting the pylon. He got there. Touchdown. Fourth down and 12 to keep the game alive. In overtime number 2. Here comes the blitz. Castellanos in trouble. Heaves one towards the end zone. Intercepted. It's over. Virginia has done it.
Zipped across. Oh, touchdown. There's Bernard out of the slot. And a marathon march. The Tide draw first blood between the hedges.
What a drive. Like we said, it could not have started any better.
The Tide with a 1st and goal. Fake it to Miller on the run. Simpson launches. End zone. Touchdown. Isaiah Horton. And the Crimson Tide. Unbelievably efficient start on the road here for this offense.
That's another 14. Moving Cam Miller. They go empty. Miller's out to the left.
They got Caden Proctor, the big tackle on the left side. They're going to throw it to him. Big fella. barreling downhill. Proctor muscling down near the pylon. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I feel so bad for Kyron Jones, the poor safety, 31, that tried to come up and make a tackle. He just dove at his ankles. No chance to bring the big...
Yep,
Proctor's over here, Chris.
Simpson on the move. He's going to keep it and score. Creative, efficient. And Simpson says, hush now. Now 3 receivers to the left. Simpson flips it in the flat. Miller's got it. And he slides down at the 50 with a first down. Great call. Well executed.
This is what Kalen DeBoer is. This kind of creativity offensively, toughness, ability to battle back. This is what he's done everywhere he's been as a head coach. And this Alabama team was backed into a corner after a week 1 loss. They clearly have come together, and they have come out swinging. That's been on display tonight here in Athens.
Crimson Tide come between the hedges and beat Georgia again.
I love you, man.
And Kalen DeBoer is a big game coach. If you didn't know that, and you're an Alabama fan or SEC fan, he's now 7-1.
And Pryor a touch and a crease. Pryor with the house call to start. And the Bearcats strike first. That's Allen, the A&M transfer in motion. Open in the flat, Sorsby the other way. Pass is caught, Joe Royer to the end zone. And a hop, skip, and a jump.
Big plays like that.
Pryor, the running back, on first down in the red zone. Another touch. Pryor cuts it back against the grain into the end zone. Yes! The Bearcats have been simply unstoppable to start. Is the running back. Sorsby will keep it into the end zone. He'll high step in for the score.
I saw something, Coach. Like that. That's one of those plays.
Bearcats in search of that one big play. Trying to melt this clock down. Sorsby wants it now. Has a man and is hauled in. Caleb Goody racing to the end zone. And Iowa State. Short completion. Burkle will pitch it back to Sowell. They'll send it around the horn as best as they can. And then out of bounds is Bramer. And that will do it. They're storming the field at Nippert. Iowa State goes down for the first time, 38-30.
Top left. Third down. Ball bounces it outside. Ball caught on the end zone. He's in. That's a Gators touchdown on the opening drive.
For a better start if you're the coaching staff and the fan base here in this stadium right now.
Lagway, play action. End zone touchdown. The first for the freshman, Dallas Wilson. Jack Bomeister. Position, and they blow the punt through the back of the end zone for 2. Special teams strikes for the Gators.
He looked lean up top.
He's listed at 231, but I think he's playing right now still at about 220.
Yeah, he said he was a little bit lighter than that.
Lagway down the sideline. Inbounds Dallas Wilson. To the end zone, dragging tacklers for a Gators touchdown. Manning, he wants it all. Again, DeAndre Moore, the intended receiver, and it's underthrown and intercepted by Devin Moore.
It's been there twice now. Let's see if he can get it.
Arch Manning tries to keep the play alive by shoveling a ball forward. They'll say he's down. George Gumbs gets the sack, and the clock's going to run out. They're out of timeouts. They've got receivers all the way down the field. I don't know they're going to get another snap. It goes to 0. He tries to spike it. makes it all zeros.
The ball was still in the quarterback's hands with 0 seconds on the clock. By rule, the game is over.
There it is. The game is over. So Florida celebrates a win over the top 10 team. And a valiant effort from Arch Manning, Lewis.
Well, this is a heartbreaking loss. So many expectations for Texas. But you kind of like some of the things that Arch Manning showed you, especially in the second half. He's made of the right stuff. This is Florida's day.
And they have not had a lead this season as well. They might have one right here. Reaching for the pylon. Touchdown, UCLA. Quasi Gilmer stretches it out for the score.
Defense, watch the quarterback on this play. Get the quarterback.
Nico fires. End zone touchdown. And it's Adi Malala. With Alaba. Nico, will he use his legs here? Yes, he will. And he's in. Touchdown. Nico Iamaleava with a score. Javian Thomas leading the way. Again in the gun. Iamaleava. And he's in again. Touchdown. Ball came out at the end, but he crossed the plane.
Yes, he spun and then reached it out across the line. The same running play he scored in the first half.
3rd and goal at the 7. Iamaleava scans the field. Nico's going to take off. Nico to the end zone. Touchdown. Final play of the game, barring a penalty. Aller, there's the hook, and the lateral, and the ball game is over. The Bruins of UCLA at home win their first game of the year. They carry Jerry Neuheisel.
On 1st and goal, Welch follows Seton, and Welch waltzes right in. Colorado strikes first. Williams in motion, and Salter a clean pocket. He takes a shot. A wide open Omarion Miller. Hello. And the redshirt freshman Cam Michael with Salter. 3-man rush. Salter with time. He floats one back in the end zone. Williams. Touchdown Colorado. On 3rd down. Rocco Becht goes that way, and he's intercepted by Top Beat Fire. Now there is a flag down in the end zone in the direction of Bramer. One of the stud tight ends, 6'7", who was matched up on the corner at 6 feet tall. Guy in Ivan Yates, who had only played 6 defensive snaps all season coming into today.
There is no foul on the play. It was on the play. Colorado interception. First down.
Wow, all kinds of physicality. Maybe it was initiated by Bramer. Matt Campbell can't believe it.
Well, you're going to see Bramer run into him, and he's just going to, you see him put both hands into the chest of the defender and then try to turn around again, just box him.
The Colorado's offense has faced, and they do go to the air, and Salter connects! A dart to Joseph Williams! Wow! And Colorado upsets Iowa State.
Hubbard, excellent. Charles back line.
He flips and throws it into tight coverage. It's picked off. Ori Adeyi in the end zone for Northwestern. 1st and 10. It's a play fake to Hyman. Stone off his back foot. He's got a man. That's a touchdown. Wilde behind the defense. A 29-yard connection and a Northwestern lead.
Akers gets away a good one to Ross, who dropped it. Northwestern is there.
Nathan Grunkemeyer has not played meaningful snaps as the quarterback at Penn State, with Drew Allers the starter for 3 years. Now on a 4th and 3, cold off the bench, with Penn State needing to win out if they want any thought of the playoff. With Aller on the sideline, it's Grunkemeyer. On a 4th and 3, he takes off. Grunkemeyer is popped short. Northwestern gets there again. Aiden Hubbard with a 4th down stand.
9 rushes, 5 pass plays. And now Turner in trouble in the backfield, able to break a tackle inside the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown Pitt. What an opening drive for the Panthers on the road in Tallahassee. Heinzel taking a shot, got a man. And it's caught for a touchdown by Desmond Reed. He's in the backfield. Heinzel in trouble, gets away from one man. Keeps the play alive, throwing into the end zone for the touchdown. He finds Desmond Reed alone in the end zone. What a play by the True Frog. Into the end zone. Turner with the Pitt touchdown. It's a 2-possession. About 2 on the play clock. Heinzel takes a knee. What a win for Pitt, but the story nationally will be another loss for Florida State. 3 straight defeats for a team that all of a sudden, after the shocking win over Bama, people were talking about again as a playoff contender. But really the last 3 weeks, they've shown who they are. Now 0-3 in conference play. And Pat Narduzzi's Panthers do it again. At least 1 win over a ranked team in 9 of the last 10 years as they win in Tallahassee with a true freshman quarterback. 34-30.
Rolder and Sullivan have been big pieces. 3rd and goal. Mayava to the end zone. Touchdown! Jacoby Lane. What a start for SC down the field.
Oh, this is so pretty by Jacoby Lane, because they're going to put Lemon out like they're going to throw a screen.
They split Miller out wide on 2nd down and 1. 18 seconds left in the second.
Could be quarterback run here, too.
Mayava scans. Mayava throws. End zone. Lemon! Oh! He makes the grab! Touchdown, SC! King Miller extended action. He's up to 82 yards. Give it to him again. Miller to the edge. Miller to the end zone. Touchdown! 15 yards, and the King sits on his throne to extend the lead. Sticking with Brian Jackson now, the sophomore from McKinney, Texas. And Jackson gets away. Jackson all the way. Touchdown, USC. Fourth and 15. Over the middle, picked. Bishop Fitzgerald has done it again. His 5th of the season ends this game in downtown Los Angeles. And a comprehensive win to follow for USC. 31-13. Lincoln Riley has a ranked Big Ten win here at home.
Texas this time does bring pressure. Off his back foot, slings it downfield, and it's intercepted. Through a pick to Manny Muhammad, the best cover guy in this Texas secondary. He said he's going to roll out. Is he going to launch for the end zone? He does, fires it down there, and it's intercepted. Well, a weird sequence. They were well within field goal range to get 3 points in a tight game, and Manny Muhammad has his 2nd pick of the first half. Empty backfield. Wisner is far to the left. Manning looking to the left. Zips it to the end zone. Touchdown! DeAndre Moore. They turned him loose. He kind of looked the ball into his hands, and Texas is on top for the first time today. They do bring late pressure. Pocket closes down, and it's intercepted. Off the deflection. The ball is picked off by Grayson Littleton. The 3rd pick Mateer is thrown, and again a heavy pass run in that area. Came over from Ohio State. Niblett, who carefully fields this one, has some room. Ryan Niblett weaving, still running down the sideline. Niblett all the way to the house. 75, no flags.
But they grew up, gained some confidence, and really helped him on the second half of the season.
I did it with Michael last night. He was proud to be able to want to present this golden hat. Red River belongs to Texas for the second consecutive year, knocking off their unbeaten arch rivals 23-6. Mutual respect continues between the offensive and defensive gurus. John Matier returns, guts it out, but throws 3 interceptions. He was sacked 5 times and pressured countless more.
To see quarterback run here. Devin Dampier needs to keep the football in his hands. He does, and he will walk in touchdown. Dampier, a guy that whole coaching staff very familiar with. He'll keep it on second down and short. Dampier to the end zone. Touchdown. That play clock run down and really try to melt some clock here. ASU gets the football to start the third quarter. I don't want to give them an opportunity for points here. Left side run. Big hole. The cutback. And touchdown. Nakari Rogers from 22 yards out. You got about as many big guys out there as you can. Dampier, a late pitch, wide open, and a walk into the end zone for Nakari Rogers. Touchdown, Utah. But they're not in the wrong on those kind of plays. Dampier keeps it, cuts back middle. Dampier, touchdown. They never got him to the ground. You know he was playing with a little extra chip on his shoulder tonight. There's the freshman quarterback, Ficklin, who takes it in for another Utah touchdown. Wins over Illinois, and that's going to be a fun story to watch unfold. But here tonight, Utah, 278 yards rushing, over 7 yards per carry. I don't care how long Arizona State possessed the football. If you can't stop a run like that, in the game that Devin Dampier had, what a win for the Utes. And a very big game is looming now next week. ASU's got to regroup because they got the Red Raiders.
And it's a push. And Moss close. There it is. Signal. A touchdown for Louisville.
Miller Moss back in. I think each play now we have to tell the audience how many quarterbacks are in the game.
Moss. And it's Bell. Breaking free inside the 20. Inside the 10. It's a Louisville touchdown. What a start on the road against number 2. On the mark for Carson Beck and C.J. Daniels. Beck to throw again. Stepping up. And now taking a deep shot going for Tony. And it's picked off. Intercepted by Antonio Watts.
Carson Beck, multiple audibles checking here. Play clock down to 3.
Pump fake. Beck looking long. It's underthrown. And it's intercepted again. This time Jabari Mack. 2 interceptions in the last 2 possessions thrown by Carson Beck. Miami bringing pressure. Moss over the middle to Brown. A first down. And Brown inside the 20. And Brown into the end zone. Touchdown Louisville. Chris Bell with his second touchdown. Biggest play of the game. Biggest play of the season for Miami. Beck throwing downfield. Intercepted. Picked off at the 25-yard line. It was JoJo Evans who got that one, and there's no flag this time. Be about a 49-yard attempt from here for the Canes. And Beck will throw. Gets rid of it quickly, and it is almost picked off. It is! It's intercepted! TJ Capers looked like it was tipped at the line, and Beck throws his 4th pick of the game, and that one was a killer. Half a season to go. The trip up comes a little bit earlier in 2025 for Miami as Miller Moss takes a knee and Jeff Brom does it again. The Cardinals come to Miami and knock off number 2. first win against the top two teams since Lamar Jackson beat the second-ranked Knowles during his Heisman Trophy season in 2016.
That was at the 1-yard line. Taylor dots the I. It's Lindsey. Are they going to give it to him? Boy, PJ is apoplectic over there. And they do. They do give him the touchdown. PJ was lobbying pretty hard on the sidelines. Description for success for Minnesota. On the fade in the corner. It's Brockington. It's touchdown. Missed holding play. Taylor, touchdown. Raiola. Well, that pretty much sums it up, doesn't it? The ninth sack of the night. And credit Anthony Smith and Carter Mims collaborating on that one.
That's been the story of the game. They just cannot protect Raiola. And a few weeks ago against Michigan State, that was the story. And it just continues. They have to find a way to protect him. But tonight, it was this defense of Minnesota. Their young quarterback.
A gain gives UAB its fourth first down of the opening drive. Empty set for Burton. Takes a shot. End zone catch. Touchdown. Iverson Hooks. Burton looking end zone. It is.
Come on, man.
For a touchdown.
Come on.
Iverson Hooks. Are you kidding me? UAB leads.
Participate in a big deal like this, so that is pretty cool that his parents are able to be here.
On the ground again, it's Solomon Beebe breaking tackles. Beebe with a seam.
He's gone.
In a foot race. They won't catch him today. 81 yards to the crib. Here in Birmingham. 3rd down and 5. Play action. Burton took a shot as an open man. Hawks for a touchdown. Number 3.
And this is it. This is your ball game, folks.
Lewis, end zone, incomplete.
He caught it, but he was out of bounds, Matt.
UAB with a stunner in Birmingham.
Cortez Bram caught the football, but he was out of bounds.
From college, he leads a resurgent Blazers to their first AP Top 25 win in 4 years in Alex Mortenson's head coaching debut. Unbelievable.
Points or not, because Gomez is out from 47. Hit from 34 earlier, and Gomez strikes it through again. From inside 30 at 26. And for Arizona State lead, Gomez is perfect on the day. John Carlos Miller in there as the tight end on this 3rd down. Hammond looks his way, makes a twisting catch, ball pops out, and it's picked off!
Martell Hughes off the ricochet.
It's tough sledding in there.
3rd down and goal. Wide open Tyson. Arizona State cashes in with Tyson back in there on a fake.
Right over the ball, Bruce.
It's Brown backing his way toward the goal line. He's in. Levin jumping for joy as his back gets there for a late lead for the Sun Devils. Undefeated record on the line. Hammond for the ballgame. Hammond extends. He lets it fly to the end zone. Who's down there? It's incomplete. The goalpost is coming down.
Johansson needs to be careful. On the slant across the goal line, and there it is. C.J. Williams. Second touchdown grab of the season, and here we go in the Wild Wild West. Running back, a backup right guard. Let's do it again. Tab across the goal line, and he's in. A statement by Stanford on that drive. What will the headlines read in the coming days out of Tallahassee? Sperry still with a prayer. Goes deep. 4 seconds remaining. Long ball. And inside the 10, it was caught by Dancy.
Game clock operator. Please set the game clock to 2 seconds.
Spike it. There were 2 seconds left on the clock when that ball was caught. They have to run a play.
The clock shows triple zeros. This officiating crew just announced to add time back on the clock.
Clock is stopped. They're going to put the time back on. Now call your best play. And in my opinion, your best play is to throw it to number 0. He's 6'6". He's 233.
The snap gets away. Sperry picks it up. Got to go to the end zone. On the way. Incomplete. There's a flag. There was contact in the end zone. And hold on just 1 second.
Pass interference. Defense number 22. The foul took place in the end zone. By rule, the ball is placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down, Florida State.
After the Stanford timeout, here we go. Sawchuk in the backfield. Sperry on the shovel pass. Did he get there? Matt Rose with the tackle.
The game is not over. The ruling on the field is the ball carrier is short of the goal line. The previous play is under further review. After further review, the ruling on the field of the runner being short of the goal line is upheld. There's the ball game.
Another upset in the ACC. Florida State comes to the Farm and leaves with an L. 20-13, the final score. 9 straight setbacks in conference play for Mike Norvell and the Seminoles.
Old school I formation for Wigman. Wigman pushes in. Did he get the surge?
I think he got in.
Initially, it really looked like he did, and it's official. Connor Wigman with 6. Wigman to the tight end. Got him. Little toe tap and a touchdown for Tanner Koziel. Dean Connors, the deep back. It is Wigman shaking his way into the end zone. And that is now officially the second rushing touchdown of the night with a Big 12 Player of the Week. Statement made, Connor Wigman. Sims has to find another man. Malik McClain, number 12 in black, has had a breakthrough performance. Rocked! Ball game! Houston will seal it. Cantrell Webb. Arizona State has to sell out for a block here. Ethan Sanchez with a 26-yarder. This from 25. He missed it. He missed it. A flag is down. As Sanchez is coming up slow.
Running into the kicker. I mean, he ran right into him. It's going to be the penalty on ASU. I thought they got an early jump, too. Okay, Dillingham screaming, that was soft, that was soft.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Yep.
Defense. That penalty will be being forced half the distance to the goal. First down. And that now is the ball game. Penalty number 13 on Arizona State.
the most in a game with Kenny Dillingham as a head coach.
Yeah, I thought it was a jumped off sides anyways too, but you cannot run into the kicker.
Here's Pizant twisting up ahead. Pizant into the end zone for a touchdown. 19 yards. Quick throw. Graham with blockers into the end zone for a touchdown. One-score game. Back to the ground. Dewosier shifting into the end zone. 13-yard touchdown. Lewis, end zone. It is caught. Inbounds, yes or no? Yes, it's a touchdown. Cortez Graham Jr. Snap down, kick away. It is no good. Memphis with the stunner.
Just breaks the pocket when he runs. Williams looking end zone. Running out of time. Flush to his left. Still looking. Pass caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown Huskies. Seeing zone coverage now alerting to a different play. Williams going to the corner. Open. Get a foot down. Yes. Touchdown. Huskies. It's Roebuck again. Set up, Boston. He's going to throw it. He's got a wide open man. Touchdown! Jonah Coleman scores. Boston threw it. Williams to throw it. He's got his man. Touchdown. Huskies. It's DeGraff. They went in there trying to win. The final score doesn't tell us how competitive it was, but regardless, it was a loss.